Yo, what's up guys? It's Silly Pilly here. So I'm going to be doing a any percent full game guide for ULTRAKILL. I would edit this, but I think I'm just gonna put it straight onto YouTube because the game's early access and the route's still changing, so this is what you're gonna get unedited. I play on Violent. So starting in O-1, the way I usually start the level is by using the Knuckle Blaster on the window and then the shockwave to break the vent here. And then you can slam through the vent and then dash and slam to keep speed. And then what you're gonna do here is pipe clip. So basically, this pipe here, you slide up it, and then when you land there, you get flung out. And normally when you do that, there will be filth that are attacking you, so I just use the Knuckle Blaster straight down. So then what I do next there is a mid-air ultra boost, and I'm just going to go ahead and explain that trick in depth right now because it's used in a lot of places. So to do a mid-air ultra boost, you're first going to dash and fire a core eject like that, and you're going to want to get the timing to where the core eject is right behind you when you turn around. And then start practicing pulling out the malicious rail right away. And if you do it correctly, when you 180, you're gonna fire the malicious rail right away. And you get an ultra boost mid-air. Normal ultra boost is just, on the ground. So back to O1, I do an ultra boost once I get out of bounds there to go towards the door, towards the boss fight. Nice slam. And so while I'm out of bounds, I charge up an overpump blast. And that's for the malicious face fight. Basically, if you time it correctly, it should insta-kill the malicious face. So, by reflecting the projectiles. And if you do it right, you can get a 10-second time. Messed up the timing, but you get the idea. And the exit there, I just slide and look straight down and fire the core eject, and that's a CE boost. So now for O2, we're gonna do up door, which is the out of bounds in this level, and it's just in this hallway here. So I'm gonna clear these guys out to show it. So basically, you can see this is solid here. If I load this door and then don't open that one, you can see out of bounds right there, just into the void. If you do a dive, you can get out of bounds, but dives are kind of an advanced tech. And the easier way to do it for any percent, since you have the shotgun, is to just do a core eject boost backwards. So you just slide backwards there at the end of that hallway after triggering that other door. Slide backwards and shoot the core eject straight down. And make sure to keep sliding while you're in the air. And then you get clipped out. And then you do another mid-air ultra boost. Or there's actually ground there, so you can just stop and do a full one. And you're going to want to come over to this door here to this final arena. So just come over here, do up door, do an ultra boost, and then this final arena here, I normally dash backwards with an over pump and then use 2 coins. If you do it all right, you can get 14 seconds flat. Yeah. O-3. This one has a lot of technicalities. I'm going to show off 2 different strats, an easier one and a more difficult one. So first, for movement, you want to go here. I break the window up there, ultra boost straight upwards, and then slide hop to this checkpoint. You can do it pretty fast. You can use a core eject in the staircase as well. Yeah. And then from here, what you're gonna want to do is checkpoint, and then the easy strat is to use shotguns and the knuckle blaster. And you use a shotgun to parry, and then just shotgun swap and knuckle blaster. And that can kill it pretty fast. And then the other strat that I know, that I use, is a coin juggle. So this one, you're gonna throw the coin while dash jumping, and you're gonna punch it, and while you're in the air, you're also gonna swap to the shotgun. Start pumping it. And then you're gonna, just like the other strat, you're gonna use it to parry the dash. And then you're gonna punch the coin that you just punched off the ground. Jump and punch it again. So it looks like that all put together, and it's just continuous shotgun swapping and punching the coin. So I missed the punch there. But yeah, if you get that, and then I shoot it with a railgun close up so it hits it twice, and then core eject exit usually. Sorry. And if you put it all together, you can get 14 seconds here. I think some people have lower on the current patch, but yeah. 1-4, I use this strat here where I piercer, malrail, and then I use a pistol shot on that guy. There's another one using 2 coins, and but then how you deal with the filth and the mal face is the same. Using overpump, reflect the bullets, core eject boost up here. If you checkpoint here, dash forward, and then core eject, you can, but core eject at like a bit of an angle, you can consistently just skip this whole section. And then from here, yeah, those guys are still there. You can just boost up here, and the trigger for this room doesn't actually extend all the way up. You can just jump right over it and not have to fight this entire room. So if you put that all together, you can get O-4 in about 20 seconds or less, even down to like 16 or so on the current patch. O-5. I use 2 CE boosts here. Some people use an ultra boost in this hallway. It is faster, but it's also harder. As soon as you open that door, you can checkpoint. and then start the fight. I use saws, a coin punch. Here, let me show it off again. And then a coin add, and a rail coin. And if I need to, I projectile boost. And slam store there and go through the doors as they're opening. And then corject exit. There's another strat using a coin juggle with a dead coin, but I don't know that strat. But with this you can get down to like a 25 or so. I'm just going to try to show one more example. So I missed the coin there. Yeah, a lot of the any percent route, you need to know, if you want to get good strats, you need to know, like coin punches and, rail coins and stuff like that. It didn't hit the coin, normally it would. But then yeah, the coin add, I throw 2 coins through both of them, then shoot it with the railgun, electric railgun, and then throw 2 more. I totally messed it up. I don't know. I keep messing up, missing the coin with this piercer. Yeah, that's what happens if I don't miss. Yep. And slam store, and I do a dive, but you don't have to. And there's a sub 25. So that's the strat I use for full game. And now 1-1. So the route here is actually pretty simple. I do a slam store into a slide hop over here. You don't need to. You can just do a dash jump. If you're going for a full game, only saves a tiny bit of time. But then you're going to want to come over to this wall here, by this door and this secret. And then you're going to want to put your back up against it, look straight up, freeze, and then do a rocket ride, and you're out of bounds. So this is the first kind of this clip in the route. There's I think 2 more. Actually there's more than that. One small note about the version of the game you're playing. The current patch version as of right now, which is like May, has patched out the rocket clips in 2-2 and 6-1. I'm gonna show those because I downpatched to play on this patch. Saves like 30 seconds in 6-1, but only a few in 2-2. But yeah. This one still works on current patch and this old patch, but what you're going to want to do is not what I did just there, which is go back into the hallway after clipping a oob out of bounds. So you want to clip out and then ultra boost over here to this checkpoint by the blue door, and then you're over here. I use the piercer and some coins, and then a nuke, and the nuke should kill all of the drones, and you can get the level done pretty fast. I got down to like around 15 optimized for the current patch. Now 1-2, you're gonna want to go up to this room up here as fast as you can, and up to this wall, and it's the same trick. Get this checkpoint, split shot there, and nuke, and you're done with this level. That's the 1-2 route. So 1-3, you're gonna want to come over here, grab this skull. I grabbed soap. There is an insta-kill strat where you don't. Also, if you checkpoint right when it starts raising its arms, it comes up out of the ground faster. Saves time overall. And what I tried to do just there, let me restart because I don't have the soap anymore. But you can do an ultra boost exit in this level since you checkpoint and haven't used it. So ultra boost exit, you just want to shoot the core eject. I did it too early there. It keeps the soap. Cool. So you want to do that. As soon as the doors start opening, you want to shoot the core eject with the malrail to get the nuke. 1-4, a classic, and if you're going to do any percent full game, you probably already know this. But yeah, just go slide hop through this hallway. I had too much speed there. Messing up this core eject. But yeah, basically I whiplash there. And then the kill I use, I do 1 coin shot, 2 punch, punch, punch. I messed up. I do 4 punches after doing 2 coin shots, and then 1 final shot on the coin. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 shoot. And that kills it. And you can get a clean sub 16 seconds every full game run. So 2-1, you want to use the knuckle blaster on this vent, dash over here, do an ultra boost, and do a rocket ride or over palm, or however, just to get over there, activate the door. And fun fact, the door hitbox trigger keeps going up, so even if you have a bunch of height above it, it's worth it just to go over and then slam instead of like falling down. And you can easily get 10 seconds or even less. So 2-2 has 2 different routes depending on what you're doing. So if you're down patching and you have the teleport rocket clips, you can do one here in this corner. And the way you do that is you back up into this corner, look up, and this one you have to have a really precise angle. It has to be not to the left like that, or okay, that worked. But generally what I do is I look just perfectly straight up, like a tiny bit to the right, and then I do a midair because you get teleported nowhere near the start of the level, right? Like the start is over there, and that's where you end up. And that's why they were patched out, because they teleport you like across the level. Then do a midair. I do a rocket ride, but you can do a Korjik snipe. Or I guess if you're on harmless, you could do overpump. Or a jam blast, whatever. Just however you get there, but yeah, do the midair ultra boost first. And then, you know, there's a Korjik snipe, for example. Probably would be faster just to rocket ride there. But then shoot that one. You can use a projectile boost or a rocket. And then if you do a nuke there, it'll actually hit the one through the ceiling. And you can boost here. And if you do the teleport clip route, you can get like down to 17 seconds or so. Like that. If you don't want to down patch, you want to play on current patch, you can still get pretty close in time, and the route I use for that is this route where I do nuke there, projectile boost there and there, and stairs room. You can rocket ride up it, that's pretty fast, or what I do, which is a slam store dive. It's a bit harder. And then once you're here, I'm gonna boost through here and then open this door from the other side. And then the end is the same actually. And you can get like a 23, 22. You optimize it. So it's like a 5-second time loss, not down patching. 2-3. I do ultra boost there into this door clip, and I'll break that down in just a sec. But if you don't want to do that, you can just do like a that and end up here, you know, almost as fast. But then once you are there, what you want to do is line up in this door frame. You can kind of see I'm like doing a weird slidey. This door frame's kind of odd, but if you get right here and you do some slides, you angle them right, you just clip through the floor. Now it's easier at higher FPS as far as we know. I play 2x refresh rate and I'm on a 165 Hz, so it's 330 FPS. I get through pretty easily. If you're playing at low FPS, you can hold Q for the weapon wheel, and that might make it easier to clip through. But then just use the overpump to boost over to the checkpoint, or I guess you could do a rocket ride, but it's just easy to have this charged up, you know. And then checkpoint, and then you're gonna want to dash jump forward. And then use another overpump to insta-kill the mind flayer here. Like that. Use a core nuke there, and some coins, and the arena's done. Okay, and then 2-4. So 2-4 has a clip right here at the start. What I do is I dash jump forward through the door and then I hold S and D and dash backwards, and then slide to the side, and I'm out of bounds. Some people turn around and slide when they hit the ground, like that. Also works. Yeah, once you get out of bounds, however you do, you can do a midair ultra boost, or you can stop and land there and do an ultra boost. Do like a rocket ride, and you want to grab the big checkpoint here. The hitbox goes down pretty far, so you can usually reach it. And then once you checkpoint, you're gonna want to use like a core eject boost, or I guess you could rocket ride through here as well, but then grab the skull and place it, and this is where you start the boss fight. So I place saws there, do projectile boost, whiplash there, throw 3 coins. Okay, so I was a bit slow there, but then I throw 3 coins into his face, hit it with the railgun, throw another coin, and then punch that coin. And if you do it optimally, it'll do a huge amount of its health. So let me try to show that off here. It's a core snipe there. There we go. And then I just do that, finish it off, and get like a mid to low 30. Cool. And then 3-1. So the route here, you want to clip out of bounds using a similar thing to 2-3 here. You can see I'm holding backwards and I'm kind of getting caught here. And that's the spot I like to sit in. And then I kind of like to aim sort of where these 2 pieces are kind of moving back and forth and overlapping. Slide spam, and I'm out of bounds. And if you practice a bunch, you can get it pretty quick. And then you want to do another midair ultra boost. See, those are super important for this run, because anytime you clip out of bounds, generally going to use one to get to the next place. And you want to go to this checkpoint here that's right before the final arena, and then checkpoint, so you'll have the railgun back. And then I use an overpump to kill those coins for these guys, piercer through them, use the nuke on the mind flare and coin those guys, and you're through. And that's the strat for that arena. I'll show it one more time. And there's another strat where instead of using an overpump, you use the knuckle blaster for the filth. Does basically the same thing. And there you go, you can get a 23. And on to 3-2. We're actually gonna use a dead coin here in in the strat. And that's a little bit complex, but what I do is I slam store, CE boost. There's another door clip right here, but this one's really easy because there's like an actual gap. You can kind of see it here. There's even another strat where you just dash like that. Right, it's super easy. Go along the roof even. If I actually boost forward, you can see the checkpoint way over there. I could just hit it there. But the faster way to do that is to go under the level instead of over. So slide. Sometimes you can kind of get stuck inside the wall a little bit. Usually if you just keep sliding, you'll go through, but if you slide too much, you might slam, and there's a thing that resets you there and deals health. Or damage, I mean, but yeah. If you ultra boost there, you'll bonk the roof and then you'll go straight to the checkpoint. So then the strat here, you can do this where you do a dead coin, a triple, and then you coin punch. The strat I use, I actually throw one of the coins while dash jumping forward and punch it so that I can dead coin more coins. I'll show that right here. I missed the coin. And also, yeah, that checkpoint's really tall. Okay. And you just hit him with the piercer through him into the coin, and then the railgun. Same thing into the coin. Deals a bunch of damage. You can actually quit mission, go straight to 4-1. Okay. So 4-1, this one's pretty simple. I just use a slam store dive, and then like that. You don't even have to dive, but I do. Yeah. Something like that. If you just do a normal slam store, you just want to go a little bit higher so you're in the air going forward for longer. But yeah. 4-2, this one's pretty hard. I kind of have a separate tutorial on this one on my channel already, but I'll just go through it pretty quickly. So, you know, slam store dive, ultra boost here, and then break this window and line up between like this seam here and like up there. I usually line up right on this, but some people line up on the bottom of this stair. It just kind of depends. And then aim for where the skull podium normally is, and press W and R at the exact same time. And you grab the skull through the thing and never have to fight. And jump and throw it over there. Then you want to do the same thing on the other side. And this one, I line up in the very middle of this kind of darker pixel in between, you know, these two lines. Then aim right here for where the skull's gonna be. I missed. If you want to miss, or not if you want to miss, if you do miss, and you don't want to redo the entire level, you can just go and load the blue area and then go back, and it'll be unloaded. Yeah, you can use the weapon wheel to move less at a time. There we go. And then once you grab it, just throw it onto the ready podium there. And I also boost forward. And then the kill here. Bro. Okay, so blue skull skip, easy. I hate how you tap it and it moves like 20 feet. Okay. Okay, there we go. So you want to use saws here, throw coins, slab piercer, like that. And if you do it right, you can get mid 30 seconds. So 4-3, you can charge a core eject and look at this line right here. So it shoots out, aimed right away. There's actually a hole in the ceiling right here, if you didn't know. So you can just slam store in this corner, jump, do a midair, I guess, really scuffed, weird midair. Let me just redo that. So then once you get here, you can checkpoint and place the torch. I placed some saws over here for the stalker that spawns in, and then you want to whiplash the soap. Use it to kill all these guys and that guy. Kill that guy, kill that guy. And the faster you can clear that arena, the better. But using the soap and coins and a nuke, you can get through most of it pretty quick. 4-4, so you can use a core eject there if you time it well. And then you want to slam onto the jump pads after you hit them, because that actually makes you go up a lot faster. You can see here, I reach the top at like 5 seconds going this fast, whereas if I slam into it, wait, you can see it's not even 4 seconds yet, and I also have a bunch of speed. So you want to slam into those, both of them in this level. Grab this with the whiplash, slam into that one, place this, core eject boost over here, checkpoint, and then you want to use a dead coin. You want to punch 3 times and then do 2 dead coins, and skip the cutscene, punch, 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 and you should have under half health. The dead coins set it up so that the damage stacking ends up that way. And then you can just use an overpump and a knuckle blaster. Then you want to ultra boost right when you land. You can ignore the arm, throw 2 coins and whiplash that to spawn them in. Deal with those enemies with coins and then shotgun the Maurice. Normally fighting the Maurice should take less time than that, but yep, and that's 4-4. 5-1, there's a new clip here that's easy instead of very difficult and RNG heavy. So you want to get up in this corner and then aim right kind of at this rectangle, like the bottom right of this rectangle of darker pixels here. Freeze, jump on it, and then boom, out of bounds. You can do another midair, and you want to hit that checkpoint. It's just right in front of you. Hit this. This is the fight strat I use here. I ULTRAKILL those guys. There's a different strat where you do a coin punch. But I don't really know it. Deal with these guys however you're best at. I don't really have the best 5-1 end arena strat. You could probably copy Usam or someone, or a P% runner. But, yeah. You do start with the railgun though. I don't know if they do in P% or not. 5-2. Ultra boost right out the gate. And then hit this checkpoint from underneath in the hallway. It sticks under a decent bit, but not a huge amount. Then checkpoint. Activate this trigger here. Kill the soldiers. Kill the Maurice. And then you can use an oversaw here. Plus a rail coin to kill that guy right away. And then once you get the blue skull, you want to place it right away. Checkpoint to get the railgun back and ultra boost. And then you can kind of just air stall. You want to land next to this guy and then start throwing coins. Optimally a tiny bit before he's ready, because you have 4 coins, so you can kind of buffer it. You can actually ultra boost exit in this level, since you have a charge for that. Actually, if you ultra boost twice without doing insta boosts, you are gonna die. But if you can do an insta boost, which you only take 35 HP instead of 50, like that, it's just timing. If you wait too long, you take 50, but if you do it right away, you're close enough to it. It's really distance, not timing, but it's hard to purposefully get that close to it to take 35 instead of 50, besides like shooting it right away. Yeah, that was still 50. Anyways, 5-3. So this one you can avoid the enemies in the start here. Just come into here. And you want to look in this door crack here, like this way. Freeze, and then place a rocket. And if you do it correctly, it'll go through. You might have to play with the aim a little bit, but once you get it consistently, you can do it every time. Now, if you come over here and activate this, and then wait a second. Oh, it's loaded. So you don't want it to load until you've left. And then basically what you do, you can slam store off this, do an ultra boost straight up. You want to go to this checkpoint that's over here. Sometimes it disappears, but it's just invisible. It doesn't go away. If it's invisible, like there's a certain spot where you just can't see it from for some reason, but it's still there, so you just have to find it. And then checkpoint here, go through this hallway, dash into the water, and then exit. Pretty easy. You can get it under 20 pretty easily. Now 5-4. So land and then ultra boost instantly. Land, I mean like slam. I shotgun straight up, but you don't have to. That just maybe adds time, or I mean speed, but then once you're on the surface, you can checkpoint, place saws here, and then throw 4 straight up, shoot it, break the magnet when you shoot new magnets. Optimally, it wouldn't charge first, but basically you just want to the best strat is to use explosives in its mouth while it's shooting, because it'll reflect all of them. I'm messing it up. I've gotten it under like 18 seconds, but it's a little bit RNG. You don't want it to charge right away. You can see like that, if I didn't miss all of those projectile boosts, it probably would have killed it. You can see like that. It's pretty fast. It's the basic strat, or the idea behind the strat. So now 6-1. If you downpatched, you can use this clip. And you go straight to this checkpoint here before the final arena. I'll show you. If you don't, you have to fight this arena. And then you also have to fight this arena. I hate these arenas because I suck at them. If you want a strat for these, do not watch me, watch someone else. But for this arena, normally you would fight it. What you want to do is just yoink yourself into the lava, and that door is unlocked. Boom. Easy skip, right? So if you didn't downpatch, then you're gonna, you know, navigate these catacombs, put this here, and then you can finally do a midair right when you leave the tunnel. But yeah. If you downpatch, you can just there we go. Yeah, you can't really be on the ledge of the archway, you have to be up against this back wall. And then you can do a midair, go straight here. And then the strat for this arena, you're gonna want to throw 3 coins straight up and then use the piercer. Then use the knuckle blaster and shotgun swaps on that guy. Bait that guy into the lava while using saws on that other guy. I want this guy to dash at you. And then nuke The nuke should kill most of the stuff, but it didn't, so let me just retry that. Also, if you hold right click and then start holding left click, it'll shoot as soon as it's able to. So that really helps right there. And you can look at the IL times, there's some like under 30. But yeah, and then 6-2. The strat I use here, I do a slam store dive, but you can do a rocket ride, ultra boost, and then I start doing a dead coin. Oh man, I missed the coin. Yeah, if you miss the coin punch there, you kind of drop it, and then you have to fight him normally, and you lose time. Yeah. I think if you want a bit more of a safe setup, you could put a bunch of saws here, and then do like this where you do alright, that could be a safe strat for full game, as opposed to dead coin, but yeah. My route, I do
machine, I will cut you down, break you apart, slay the core of your profane form across the stars. I will grind you down until the very sparks cry for mercy. My hand shall relish, ending you here.
oh man. I shouldn't have jumped there. I had the punch if I just didn't jump. Yeah. Cool. I'm just trying to show off the kill, so.
Machine, I will cut you down, break you apart, slay the core of your profane form across the stars. I will grind you down until the very sparks cry for mercy. My hands shall relish, ending you here and now.
I needed to skip the cutscene. Yeah. I could have punched it one more time and then not have to do that projectile boosts at the end, but yeah. Great. Drops the coin to a split shot.
Machine, I will cut you down, break you apart, splay the core of your profane form across the stars. I will grind you down until the very sparks cry for mercy. My hands shall relish, ending you here. That's the best you.
That was awful. Anyway,
Machine, I will cut you down, break you apart, splay the core of your profane form across the stars. I will grind you down until the very sparks cry for mercy. My hands shall relish, ending. That's the best you've got.
I don't know why it's not killing there, but yeah, that's basically what I do for full game. Except you want the slab rail coin at the end there to kill instantly and get like a sub 30, but not working right now. So anyway, that's the strat. Yeah. And once you beat 6-2, the run's over. Also, if you use live split, you activate the auto splitter and make sure to compare to game time so that you can see the in-game timer while you're running, and the time shown at the end will be the in-game time instead of the real time. But use the spreadsheet to actually add together all the times, or just a calculator instead of relying on it, because it can get off by a few milliseconds throughout the run. So yeah. Anyways, I hope that this guide helped. If this is actually a guide on YouTube, yeah. Bruh.